In this video, I'm going to share with you my approach to songwriting from scratch. This is my personal process for turning ideas into finished songs, and my hope is that you'll pick up some techniques that are going to help you streamline your workflow so you can be more productive in the studio when it comes to writing your own songs. Let's do it. What is up? This is Jake with Musician on a Mission. Let's jump right in. Here's what we're going to cover in this video. We're going to talk about what I would argue is the most important part of your song, how to keep the process simple, where to start, how to develop your main idea into a finished song. Then we're going to talk about what's next. What are the next steps after your song is finished and completely mapped out in your DAW? So first, what's the most important part of a song? Most people think it's the chorus. They jump straight to the chorus. And for most songs, it actually is the chorus. But really, the chorus is just the main vehicle that helps deliver the most important part of the song, and that's the message. I believe that the message is the most important part of a song. So what I like to do is think about, what do I want to communicate to my listener? What's the main idea I want people to take away from my song? How do I want people to feel when they're listening to my song? Do I want people to feel sad or reflective? Do I want people to feel happy or awesome or empowered? Do I want people to feel sexy or do I want people to feel aggressive? What feeling do you want the listener to come away with? What kind of impact do you want to have on them? So also, I like to imagine what my listener could physically be doing while they're listening to my song. What environment are they in? Are they driving in their car? Are they curled up in bed feeling sorry for themselves? Are they in the club? Are they working out intensely at the gym? Thinking about these things can really help you focus on writing with intent so that your message connects and translates effectively to your intended audience. Next, I want to talk about the importance of keeping the process simple. So I like to focus only on writing the song at this point. I completely compartmentalize the other parts of the production process. Songwriting is not recording, it's not editing, it's not mixing, it's not mastering, it's songwriting. So with that in mind, what I like to do is resist the temptation to start playing with sounds and tones and things like that. Instead, I pick 3 crucial elements that I can use to map out the song from start to finish in my DAW. I choose one instrument to set the pulse of the song, one instrument for chord progression, and one instrument for the melody. So for example, my pulse instrument could be a drum kit or drum machine, my chord progression instrument could be a piano, and my lead or my melody could be my voice. So I find that if you just use a restricted set of tools at this point to just map out your song, it removes the overwhelm of sound selection, allows you to just laser focus on the actual songwriting. So if you can write a song that sends the intended message and flows nicely with minimal instrumentation, just these 3 elements, chances are you've got a great song. And once you've got a great song, you can move forward in the production process with confidence. So let's talk about where to start. I like to start where the message of the song is the strongest. And for most music, that's typically the chorus. So I usually like to start with my idea, determine the message, and then build my chorus around those things. Now, every artist is different and has their own way of coming up with ideas. Some people just jam out on their instrument, like maybe you're playing around with a beat or something, or maybe you're just jamming on your guitar. Some people are more on the poetic side and like to write poetry and lyrics first. There's no real wrong way to come up with an idea. Most of my ideas come to me while I'm driving in the car, or I'm inspired by something someone said in a movie or TV show or on a podcast, or an idea will typically just like pop into my head while I'm in the shower or something. So this specific idea started with just the simple line, "Here I come, ready or not." So based on that lyric, I decided my message was going to be one that empowers people and inspires people to believe in themselves and conquer challenges and break through mental barriers and really just make people feel really heroic. So based on that idea and that lyric and that message, I was ready to start coming up with ideas for a chorus. So I set up an empty session with just drums, this electronic pop kit here, classic electric piano, and just a vocal track here. And here's what I came up with. Okay, so as you could tell, I was just scat singing the melody, just getting the idea into the DAW. So once I have that in place, I dedicate time to writing lyrics that fit that melody. So that ended up turning into this. I think it's about time I give it my best try, best try. I'm giving it my best shot, my best shot. I'm not gonna wait to go for it someday, someday. I'm giving it all I got, all I got. Here I come, ready or not. Something to keep in mind, these are not going to be the final tracks. We're just making a demo of our song with some super raw and rough recordings. I'm just using the SM58 that I have set up on my desk here. You know, nothing too fancy. I'm not worried about the sound of the room or anything like that. The idea here is to just get the song mapped out in the DAW. No need to be a perfectionist at this stage. Just focus on getting the song written and getting the ideas out of your head. So now that I have my chorus idea in place, my main idea, the core of the song, the driving point, I'm ready to build the rest of my song around it. Verses, pre-choruses, a bridge, all designed to support that main idea and that message. So the most common format for song structure in popular music is intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. Maybe some slight variations in there, but for the most part, this is a solid song structure. So I'm going to go ahead and map this out with markers inside of my DAW. So I just really used the drums from our chorus idea, and I copied and pasted those throughout the session to kind of set the stage for our song. So I've got an intro here, got a verse, short pre-chorus, followed by the chorus idea, another verse, another short pre-chorus, chorus idea. And then we've got our middle eight, or our bridge. And then I've got a final chorus here. And who knows, I might tag another chorus on the end of it. But this is the basic structure of the song. So now that we've got this all set up, I can go through and map out the chord progression for all of the gaps here. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and do that now. Cool. So I hope you're starting to see what it's like to work in this way, right? We're kind of taking the 30,000 foot view here. We're looking at the song as a whole. And after you've got your main idea all good to go, you just fill in the gaps around it. You know, your main idea consists of most of the song. Once you've got that, the rest just starts to kind of fall into place. So next, when it comes to this actual song idea, I would go through and I would scat sing my melody for the intro and the verse and the pre-chorus. Just scat sing through melody lines here for the second verse, the pre-chorus, and then the bridge, filling in this gap here. And finally, I would dedicate some time to writing lyrics that both support the message of the song and fit the melody that I recorded on the melody scratch track. So when you have your lyrics written, you've got the entire song mapped out like this, and you've decided, okay, awesome. I've listened to this a couple times. This is a great song. I want to produce it. So what's next? Now it's time to go through the different production steps, right? The recording process, where you're really going to focus on instrument and sound selection and capturing the best possible takes. You're also going to go back and re-record all of your vocals. Then you'll go through the editing process, the mixing process, mastering, and lastly, you can share your song with the world. So we're not going to go through all of those processes in this video, but if you want to learn more about the production process and how to make professional sounding music in your own home studio, my friend Rob, the founder of Musician on a Mission, put together a free workshop where he shares the 7 steps to making radio-ready music at home. And what you're going to see inside is that Rob shares a completely new approach to home recording and mixing that is going to help you do all of these things much, much faster. And this approach hasn't just worked for him. Over 36,000 people have already been through the workshop and seen results in a matter of days. So now it's your turn. If you want to learn the exact 7 steps that are going to take your mixes to a professional standard in under a year and avoid wasting time, money, and effort on the wrong things, then make sure to go and watch that free workshop now. You can either click the link you see on the screen or head to the link in the description to get access. It's completely free. Make sure to check that out. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. This is Jake with Musician on a Mission signing off. And remember, create regardless.